So let's now recap what we've been trying to do in PTF. We've been looking at identifying a parsimonious model, so the simplest model that we can, which describes the trend in the three directions: development, accident, and calendar, along with the volatility around that trend structure. So one of the things that we need to remember is that when you're looking at decomposing the trends like this, we've got, let's say, a standard format triangle when you have accident periods on the vertical, development lags on the horizontal. It means that the diagonal forms the calendar periods. And that means any trends occurring in the diagonal, whether constant or changing, will project across both the development and the accident periods. And this is important for measuring and understanding inflation. Inflation changes both directions simultaneously. And it's also important to remember that inflation, whether economic, social, or superimposed, whatever term you want to use for that non-economic inflation, is a multiplicative calendar year effect on the dollar scale, but additive on the logarithmic scale. And so there's a couple of points that come with that. Inflation doesn't change the coefficient of variation on a dollar scale, and inflation doesn't change the variance on a log scale. So when we're fitting distributions to the data, we need to fit distributions that are currency invariant. That is, distributions for which the mean changes on a log scale, but not the variance. So this actually rules out the Poisson distribution immediately, because in that distribution, the mean and the variance are directly linked. And that's actually the reason why in PTF we use log normal distribution, because that distribution gives us two free parameters. We've got our estimates of the mean, and we've got our estimates of the variance. And that is very important because it equates to us being able to model a single line of business or portfolio or segment on its own. But it also comes into play when we start to look at the relationship between multiple segments in MPTF later. So let's now continue with a few more case studies illustrating the many benefits of PTF. I'll see you in the next video.